Okay guys, so we all do dumb things sometimes, am I right? And today I did a dumb thing. As you can see, we are driving to Cloudland Canyon State Park. I just bought a new GoPro and forgot to set up the video stabilization. And so this whole video is gonna be a little shakier than what I want it to be, but if we could all just pretend that it's purposely to add dramatic effect, that would be greatly appreciated. I think it's gonna be a great video anyways, so stay tuned. It's gonna be a good one. One of my favorite state parks of all time, so please stay tuned. Located on the western edge of Lookout Mountain, Cloudland Canyon is one of the largest, most scenic parks in the state of Georgia. Guys, the hike down to the waterfalls is absolutely incredible. There's a lot of state parks in Georgia that claim that they're canyons, but this one actually gives you the feel of being in a canyon. It is so amazing, and to top it off, there are some incredible waterfalls at the bottom, so please stay tuned for that. It's gonna be great. Okay guys, so we got to the park before the visitor center was open, so I paid online. Please make sure that you hang your parking ticket from your rear view mirror because you will get a ticket. The park rangers here take the rules very seriously, so don't mess around or you could find yourself in a sticky situation. What's up guys? We are here at Cloudland Canyon State Park. This is actually going to be our second video for Cloudland Canyon State Park, but we're coming to you here in 2023. It is almost spring. There's been a little bit of rain, so we are seriously hoping that Cherokee and Hemlock Falls are going to be gushing water. And guys, take a look at this. This is the parking lot right now. It is completely empty. I have never been here before when the parking lot is completely empty. Are you excited?
I'm pumped.
Let's go. Okay guys, so last week we went to Fort Mountain State Park, and the weekend before that we went to Tallulah Gorge State Park. So I think we're gonna pretty much stick to the same agenda today. We're gonna start off by taking you guys to the main overlook and then hiking down to Hemlock and Cherokee Falls and checking those out. We woke up at 4 a.m. today, and the reason we did that is so we could get here before everybody else. We wanted to take some photos of the waterfalls without, you know, any crowds getting in the way. So we woke up at 4 a.m. to drive all the way out here, so please stay tuned. This is going to be such a good day. I think this is our favorite state park in the state of Georgia, so we are super pumped to be making this video for you guys. Okay guys, and this is a prime example of what I'm talking about with the video stabilization. As you can see, it's really shaky. It's not supposed to be like that. It's supposed to be buttery smooth, but since I forgot to turn those settings on, this is what we're left with. So here, let me distract you with some electronic dance music. it to the main overlook here. As you can see, it is bright and early. The sun came up about 20 or 30 minutes ago, and the views out here are just amazing. I don't think we've ever been to this overlook quite this early, but it is definitely a pleasant sunrise view. Let's just say that. All right, guys, one last look here. Okay, so I mentioned earlier we wanted to start at the main overlook. I know a lot of people are probably going to come here just to see the overlook, but hopefully this video inspires you to also hike down to the waterfalls, because I can tell you Hemlock and Cherokee Falls are probably two of the best waterfalls in the state of Georgia, both in one park, and they're not very far from each other too. So let's go. Okay guys, I believe that's Hemlock Falls right there, and it is looking so good. It is looking so good. I'm pumped up. I came here a few springs ago after it had been raining a ton, and it was just absolutely gushing, and it's looking pretty similar to that. So let's hike down there. I can't wait for you guys to see it. It is gonna be awesome. All right guys, like all canyon hikes, we are starting our descent to the bottom. There are a lot of steps coming back up, so just a heads up, if you're not in great shape, you might want to think about maybe not going to both waterfalls or hiking all the way down. As you go lower and lower into the canyon, you can actually see Hemlock Falls from some of the trails over here. So if you're afraid that you're not going to be able to climb back up all the stairs, maybe stay at the top and enjoy the views from the rim. Guys, I think the thing that makes Cloudland Canyon so popular in Georgia is, you know, the fact that the hike down into the canyon makes you feel like you're actually hiking into a canyon. I know we've done some hikes before, like Tallulah Gorge, where you hike down into the canyon and it doesn't quite give you that canyon hike feel that a lot of people are looking for, but you definitely get it here. You're hugging the walls over here, and I think that just, it really gives you the canyon feel that you're looking for, and that's what makes this so spectacular. Okay guys, we made it down to Hemlock Falls. As you can see in the background, it's gushing pretty heavily today. It's beautiful, so you know I'm gonna have to get some B-roll.
Alright guys, we just finished up getting some awesome shots of Hemlock Falls. We're now going to start making our way up the grand staircase to head to Cherokee Falls. This is probably going to take us about a quarter mile to a half a mile, so just be prepared for that.
Okay guys, so we got here so early, we had Hemlock Falls all to ourselves. There wasn't a single other person who came to the waterfall. That has never happened before. So if you get here around 7 o'clock, there's a good chance that you might have some alone time back here, which is exactly what we're looking for. Especially in such a popular Georgia State Park, it's really rare for you to get a spot like this all to yourself. So the earlier you come, the luckier you get. Okay guys, so the hike down to Cherokee Falls is a lot shorter. There's not as many steps. It's about a third of the distance that it takes for you to hike down to Hemlock Falls. So keep that in mind. When you go down to Hemlock Falls and come back up, it's not like you're gonna do the same hike over again. Cherokee Falls hike is much shorter, so keep that in mind. Look how green the water is right here. I don't know if you can hear me over the sound of the roaring waterfall, but it is extremely green in this area. This is just absolutely beautiful. And guys, wow, Cherokee Falls. This is also a spectacular waterfall. I mean, can you come to Cloudland Canyon and not come see Cherokee Falls? I personally don't think so. It is just absolutely phenomenal. I know I've come here over summer before and people are in that area right there swimming around. This is so beautiful, guys. I think the only thing that can do this justice is some B-roll.
Something's in the air, I can feel it everywhere.
So like Brandon mentioned, there's a lot of people who come here in the summertime and they swim. You could bring a picnic here. It's definitely not as grand as Hemlock Falls, but it's a lot more low-key. It's a lot easier to walk around and just enjoy the area. We've actually, during the summertime, set up hammocks between these trees or these two right here. So it's a good place to come with friends or even with kids if you wanted to. And like he mentioned, so much easier to get down here also. So just a really good option. We'd obviously recommend coming to see both while you're here, but you know, it's just your preference. There are days when I like Cherokee Falls more, and there are days where Hemlock Falls is better. So it's nice to have that variety.
Okay guys, so we overstayed our welcome at Cherokee Falls. We were back here for about 30 minutes. We had the whole waterfall to ourselves, and then a couple finally came strolling in. They hung around for like 5 minutes and then left. So we've pretty much had both of these waterfalls to ourselves for the duration of this hike, which is super awesome. We are super pumped to have you guys here with us. Cherokee Falls is so special. It holds a special place in both of our hearts. You know, we started off hiking here in Georgia. We've been to this state park a few times. It's definitely up there on our list of favorite state parks to hike in Georgia. It's absolutely phenomenal. I would highly recommend, if you've never visited Cloudland Canyon State Park, definitely come here and don't leave Cherokee Falls off your list because it is amazing.
All right, so we are gonna start hiking back onto the main trail and heading back towards our car. It's, I don't know, maybe 9 o'clock or so, and like Brandon said, we've just now seen our first group of people. Obviously it's very cold today. You can tell from our winter gear. It's just ending winter, heading into spring. So, you know, by the time we get this video up, hopefully it'll be a little bit warmer for you guys. Just a reminder, you know, you want to come here when there's been some rain. The more rain, the better the waterfalls are going to be, but it is rocky. It can get a little muddy, so just be prepared with your gear in that way. I know Brandon has taken a few falls here back in the day.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
So
the rocks are really slippery, so bring your boots.
For sure. We've both come in sandals before and regretted it. So bring your trail shoes, bring your hiking boots, and just be cautious out there on the trail.
And guys, I'm gonna make another clip just talking about kind of what Ashley was saying. The best time to visit waterfalls in the southeast are after there has been heavy rainstorms, because obviously our waterfalls do not come from runoff from alpine mountains. Everything here runs off of Mother Nature, giving back to this green earth with the rain that falls from the sky. So if you come here after a few consecutive rainstorms, you're gonna see these waterfalls gush like nothing you have ever seen before. I highly recommend coming in the spring. Come on a weekend where it has rained like 3 or 4 days in a row during the week, and it plans on being bright and sunny on a Saturday or an overcasty day. That is the best time to come because these waterfalls will be in full swing.
Colors seem to bloom, and there's light in every room. Now that you're looking up, I can see it in your eyes that lately it's been tough. But now the sun is rising, and we're new people. Let's be new people. There's summer. Don't let me down, down, down. Don't let me down, down, down. I wanna be up, 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 so high. 'Cause I've been down, down, down. I've been down, so down. And now I'm done. I'm aiming for the sky. Don't let me down. Don't let me down. Don't let me down. Don't let me down. I'm aiming for the sky. Everyone got stories, so let's start listening. Let the rain wash away the tears that keeps crippling. Now that you're looking up, I can see it in your eyes that lately it's been tough. But now
Okay guys, that's gonna wrap up our video for the day. Like we mentioned, this place is absolutely incredible. Highly recommend. I mean, when we talk about our list of favorite places to hike in Georgia, this has to be right at the top of the list. There's a lot of really cool places to camp out here, and it is around 9:30 in the morning right now, and the parking lot has started filling up. The traffic is starting to roll in. So if you want any of this to yourself, any of those waterfalls back there, make sure to get here as soon as the park opens. There's a chance that nobody's going to be in the visitor center, so you may have to pay for parking online. Make sure you get a slip to hang on your rear view mirror to show the park rangers that you've paid for parking, or else they're going to leave a ticket on your car. We paid online and actually didn't get the ticket for our rear view mirror, so they left something on our windshield. We took it up to the visitor center. They said they were going to work it out, so we're definitely banking on that. So like we mentioned, the rocks out here are super slippery. You don't want to come out here with, you know, sandals or shoes that aren't going to get you good grip on slick rocks. So these are just some tips that we're going to leave here for you guys. Don't forget to like and subscribe.
You know, and even aside from the waterfalls, there's so much to do here. Like Brandon mentioned, there is camping if you have an RV or a trailer. There's also cabins that you can rent. I think there's about 5 or 6 of them you probably saw as we were walking on the trails. There are backcountry trails. There's a rim trail we've done before, obviously the falls. And then a lot just in the surrounding area. We're really close to Chattanooga, so you know, maybe you're in the Chattanooga area for the weekend and you're looking for some outdoorsy stuff to do. This is a really great option.
Hey guys, we're gonna leave you with that. Hopefully I got everything in the voiceover, but we hope you enjoyed this video. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and we're looking forward to seeing you guys next week on our next big adventure. Last week we did Fort Mountain State Park, like I mentioned earlier in the video, as well as Tallulah Gorge State Park the week before. So if you're interested in seeing those videos, go click on our profile. We have that stuff in there for you. I really appreciate your guys' support. See you next week.